Welcome to The Buzz, the weekly show with everything you need to know about AIC athletics. I'm your host, Seth Dussault. Let's dive right into the action. And we'll begin on the rugby pitch, where the women closed out the 2019-15 season with a bang. They barely missed out on triple digits, blowing out Long Island University 98-7. Jemiah Hawkins touchdown in the tri-zone 4 different times to lead the way. Cassidy Pothier booted a season-best 14 conversions in AIC's most lopsided win of the campaign. The men, meanwhile, visited Fordham in a rescheduled match and punished the Rams with a 33-7 victory. It didn't look like it would be high scoring. Both teams were stuck at 0 at halftime, but the Yellow Jacket offense came alive to score 5 times in the second frame. Louis Satama scored once, added 4 conversions to lead the team with 13 points. They next host Stony Brook at 1 o'clock Sunday, October 20. That's senior day, so be sure to be there. Tennis team rounded out its season with a 7-0 loss at Adelphi on Wednesday, the last of the fall for the Yellow Jackets. They'll be back in the spring. The volleyball team is getting hotter. The Yellow Jackets extended their winning streak to 4, taking out St. Rose 3-1 in Albany before sweeping Pace at the Batova Gym to improve to 4-2 in the NE10. Senior Yana Podic added to her legacy. She became the 4th player in program history to reach 1,000 kills and 1,000 digs. They'll face Assumption in Worcester on Saturday at 1 p.m. Men's soccer did plenty of traveling this week, but managed just 1 point in a 2-2 draw at St. Michael's before falling 2-1 at Southern New Hampshire. Adrian Romero had a 3-point day in Colchester, Vermont, setting up the team's first tally by Connor Hicks, and then scoring its second, while Jake Durham had the goal against the Penmen. The lads return to the pitch Friday at home against Stonehill at 3:30 p.m. On the women's side, it was a tough week as well. AIC faced defending national champion Bridgeport in Connecticut, and though the Yellow Jackets jumped to a 2-0 lead on a goal and an assist by Cassidy McMahon, the Purple Knights took the game 4-2. The Yellow Jackets then fell at St. Anselm 2-1 as the Hawks scored twice in the first 12 minutes, and AIC was not quite able to come back in spite of a late tally by Nicole Gambaroni. Yellow Jackets left some home cooking this week. Adelphi comes in at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, Bentley at 3:45 on Saturday. The field hockey team split a pair of NE10 matchups on the week. Chelsea Davis notched the deciding tally with just under 4 minutes left in a 2-1 win at at home against St. Michael's, with AIC also getting a goal from Winona Shaw. Strong performances all around. Notably, Georgia Barnes generated 8 shots a season high. AIC then faced Stonehill at home. The Skyhawks took a hard-fought 2-0 win in spite of a dozen saves by Jessica Stone against the national number 10. Yellow Jackets visit Franklin Pierce on Tuesday at 4 p.m. and then Assumption Saturday at 2 p.m. Cross country hit the road for 2 meets. The women were at the James Early Invitational at Westfield State, where Katie Olding finished 4th overall, tops among Division II runners, and at the NEICAAA Championship at Franklin Park in Boston, Ezra Mutai crushed the field, finishing nearly half a minute ahead of everyone else, 47 seconds in front of the closest D2 competitor to take the crown. Both teams will be together again October 27 at Lemoyne for the NE10 Championship. The ice hockey team opened the 2019-20 campaign with number 9 Quinnipiac in a home-and-home, played right with the Bobcats in a pair of 3-2 losses. Friday's game saw goals from Elijah Barriga and Blake Christensen, while Jan Stefka and Luca Maver tallied at the Mass Mutual Center on Saturday. Christensen moved into a tie for the 4th most points in the Division I era of the program with 92. He's just 5 back of John Puskar for 3rd and 8 back of 100. They open Atlantic hockey play on Friday, beginning defense of the Jack Riley Memorial Trophy at Sacred Heart, 7:05 p.m. Pair of teams who were not in action last week will be this Saturday. Football returns home to battle Assumption at 11 a.m. start. Triathlon at the East Region Qualifier, Mountain Lake, Virginia. They've been bolstered by the addition of Casey Allison. The star softball player joined the team midway through the season, has fit right in. Before we end today's broadcast, we'd like to remind you of a few important events. First, our Real Men Wear Pink campaign for the American Cancer Society is still going as we try to beat breast cancer. Our baseball and hockey teams are among the top fundraisers in Western Mass, but there's still more to do. Any donation helps. In the words of head ice hockey coach Eric Lang, nickels make quarters and quarters make dollars. So anything you can donate is appreciated. You can find the links to donate on the team's pages at AICYellowJackets.com or visit the American Cancer Society's webpage. We'll also put the links below this video on our YouTube page. We have our second Yellow Jackets Club Luncheon coming up October 22nd. We'll be honoring more of our student athletes in the Stinger Pub on campus beginning at 11:15 a.m. Be there to cheer them on. Speaking of athlete awards, our athletes of the week are Cassidy Pothier from women's rugby, Ezra Mutai of men's cross country. Pothier had 28 of those 98 points at LIU, won a perfect 14 for 14 on conversions, which is truly astonishing. Mutai's time of 24:16 for the 8K course at Franklin Park put him 29 seconds ahead of the closest competitor, a runner from Northeastern University. So that's The Buzz. I'm Seth Dussault, the voice of the Yellow Jackets. Thanks for watching, and go Jackets!